Hello, how are you all doing? Welcome back for another track guide. This time it's a PFI in the dry. As you saw from the schedule, there is a damp version coming, and then I'm going to be heading on towards the GYG videos. Now, PFI is the biggest and supposedly the best track in the UK. There's lots of great features. The track isn't one of them, but here we go. So, first, right-hander and left-hander is fully pinned, flat out. There's no lifting through these. Easy, flat. Don't run the curbs. Just stay on the track. Get as close to the curbs as you can. Now you go underneath the bridge, and this is the first curb you want to hit. You can see how wide it is. I want you to be aiming towards that white line, as if you're going round the corner and you're going to turn. I'm still turning here, following to the grass. Then we've got the left. You have a slight lift on this, but because it's a bank corner, you can carry your speed. There's not much braking to be done, if any at all, but because it's banked, you can carry the speed round the corner. So then as you open up your steering as you go around the corner, you want to keep all the way to the right-hand side. So there's the sixth red and white curb, sixth from the front. That is your braking point. You want to heavy brake and follow the white line as close as you can to the left as you go over the bridge. So as you can see here, I open up the next corner as much as I can, because this is leading onto the longest straight where you'll gain the most amount of time. So all the way to the left-hand side of the track, open out the corner as wide as you can, and then run this. There is a tiny dab of the brake. You might be able to hear my cat purring. It's just got on my lap. Don't run the curb on the outside, because they're the CIK curbs. They slow you down in these carts. Okay, so try and stay off all the exit curbs at this track. So as you're coming down the straight into hairpin 1, have a look on the left hand side. There's a Bengio sign. When you hit the end of that sign, that is your braking point. So around here, this is your typical hairpin. Out wide on the entry, give the observers a wave. Nice and tight on the apex, and out wide again on the exit. However, here you don't want to run the exit curb. If you put a wheel on it, you want to get off it as soon as possible. Oh, the cat is right in my face now. You can definitely heard that. Anyway, so you go. The cat's thrown me. Let's come out of hairpin 1. Cut across the track to the right hand side. Now look for your braking point. Your braking point will be where the green barrier is on the left end. Okay, so around, you can see where the green barriers end, just before the tile. Once again, your typical hairpin, outside, tight to the apex, then wide to the outside to carry the most amount of speed as you can. Once again, while trying to stay off the curbs to avoid slowing down. Okay, so coming out of the second hairpin, you've completed the easy part of the track. Now you're coming to the next part of the track where there are a lot more corners which are a lot more tricky. So as you're coming up to the left-right chicane, you want to open up your angle by getting as close to the blue paint on the right-hand side. This is a small dab of a brake around that area, just to get your front left wheel onto the curb, settle yourself, and then aim to do the same on the right-hand side. There is no braking in between the left and the right. Open out your steering as much as you can. Now here I go onto the curb, and then I will try and get off it as quickly as possible, because like I mentioned before, the curbs at PFI on the exit slow you down. Come to the next corner, it's a lift of the throttle here. Get onto the curb on the inside, and then this is the only exit curb on the track which you can run without it slowing you down. Now there will be track limits here for Club 100. Other classes might vary, but for Club 100 there is track limits. Now this is like a triple apex corner. First bit, nice and tight. Then you start fading it out wide, and then you get to the third apex of the track, and you want to hug the curb as much as you can. Follow it around onto the grass so it opens up your left. You can see the difference between my line and the guy ahead, and it'll become apparent in a minute why you do this. So you open it up nice and wide, turn back in. Do not hit this inside curb, it will fire you across the track. Run wide, don't go onto the exit rumble strip, and you can already see how much speed I have over him, and that's just from opening out the corner. So come into the last section, the left-hander, get as much of the curb as you possibly can. It will drag you round and make your life a lot easier. It's just a lift between the end of the curb and the very last apex. Just a slight lift, just to get your confidence. Once again, I would be running wider here, but I can't because of the cart there. But you can see through 3 corners, I've gained 10 cart lengths just through having that wider line. Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed and learned from this video. There are other videos coming, and yeah, here you go. Enjoy the full speed lap. Thank you.